In the vast universe, there's one tiny blue dot that we all know. It's where we live. It's planet Earth. If it could talk, imagine what it could tell us. Introducing Globy Earth,
Susie Sun,
Mikey Moon,
Maddie Mercury,
Vanessa Venus,
Marty Mars,
Jules Jupiter,
Siggy Saturn,
Nikki Neptune,
Yuri Uranus,
Effie Pluto,
and Haley Glow.
Hi kids, my name is Globy and I can talk, and so can my friends. We can take you anywhere. So what do you want from me and where do you want to be?
We want to know!
Who said that?
We did!
Okay, let's go and let's bring my friends Susie Sun and Mikey Moon. Hey kids, today we're going to Omaha, Nebraska to the Henry Doorly Zoo. This zoo is one of the best zoos in the world. It's the home for some really amazing animals. It has the world's largest indoor desert dome, a huge indoor jungle, and an aquarium where the sharks swim right over your head. So come on in, let's go take a look around.
Globy, are there big animals at the zoo, like gorillas, tigers, and elephants?
There are lots of big animals from all around the world. How much do you know about animals?
I really like them, and I learned about them in school.
Hey kids, which animal is really big and has a big trunk?
That's easy. It's the elephant. Elephants are the largest animal that live on land. They live in Africa and India and can live to be 50 to 70 years old. Some male elephants, called bulls, grow to be 13 feet tall and can weigh as much as a school bus. Older elephants seldom lie down because it's too hard for them to get back up. Elephants can cry, play, and laugh, and have very good memories. They are among the most intelligent mammals and can be trained to work and to perform. Elephants use their long trunks to smell, to drink, to eat, and to wash themselves.
They can hold 3 to 4 gallons of water in their trunks. Then they use it for drinking. Shucks!
They pour the water into their mouths or they use it for bathing. Sometimes they spray themselves to cool off.
An adult elephant can eat 300 to 600 pounds of food every day.
Elephants live in groups called herds. Herds travel 10 miles or more to find water.
When elephants travel, they walk quietly in single file. Tarnation!
Young elephants, called calves, stay close to their mothers for about 4 years. The calves hang on to older elephants' tails when they travel. The entire elephant herd guards and protects the little calves from danger. Elephants usually feed and travel at night.
Globy, the elephants are really cool.
There's lots of amazing animals at the zoo. Can you guess which animal is called the king of the jungle?
That's right, it's the lion.
Lions live in groups called prides. Prides may include as many as 3 males, 12 females, and all of their young cubs. All the lions in a pride are related. Lions are called the king of the jungle, even though they actually live in the grasslands of Africa and India. Male lions defend the pride's territory, which may include 100 square miles of grasslands or woodlands.
Wow, that is a big, big space.
They roar to warn intruders and chase off all animals that come near them. Only male lions have long manes, which is the long hair around their heads. A female lion is called a lioness. Lionesses do the hunting. They hunt mostly in packs.
Lions eat meat and lots of it.
Lions have always been famous for their courage and strength, as you may remember from the story and movie, The Wizard of Oz. What did you think of the lions, kids? If you like the lions, you're really gonna like the next animal.
Which animal is next, Globy?
It has 10 fingers, 10 toes, and a big brain. Which animal is it?
That's right, it's the gorilla. Gorillas are the largest living primates. A primate is a mammal with a large brain and complex hands and feet. The primate family also includes apes, monkeys, and people like us. Gorillas have 2 legs, 2 arms, 10 fingers, and 10 toes, 2 little ears on the side of its head, 2 eyes, and a mouth. They have a large brain and they're very intelligent. Gorillas laugh when they're tickled and cry when they're sad or hurt. Gorillas live in social family groups. The leader is a silverback. This refers to the silver-colored hair that covers a mature male gorilla's back when he is 10 to 12 years old.
One gorilla is as strong and powerful as 8 very big, very strong men.
Gorillas communicate with each other by using body and facial expressions, vocal sounds, chest slaps, and drumming sounds. They can't talk like humans, but they can understand some things people say. They communicate with people the same way they communicate with each other. Gorillas are peaceful and shy primates.
Wow, Globy, that is one big gorilla.
Our next animal is big too. It has a long neck, long legs, and a spotted coat. Can you guess which animal it is?
Hey, you guessed right. It's the giraffe.
Giraffes are the world's tallest animal, thanks to their long legs and long necks. Adult giraffes are 15 to 19 feet tall. Their long legs alone are about 6 feet tall.
That's taller than people.
Each time a giraffe picks up its neck, it picks up 550 pounds. Giraffes are very fast and can reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Giraffes don't run, they only walk or gallop. You would have to run to try to keep up with a giraffe that is only walking.
Shucks! Each step it takes is 15 feet long.
Giraffes eat almost constantly. It can pluck tasty food morsels from tree branches. As a matter of fact, one giraffe will eat hundreds of pounds of leaves and buds every week. Giraffes only need to drink water every couple of days because they get a lot of water from the many different plants they eat.
Our next animal is a lot like a pet you might have at home, kids. Only it is much, much bigger.
Chloe, I think I know which animal it is. Kids, can you guess?
That's right. It's a tiger. It's a big, big cat.
Tigers are one of the most majestic animals in the world and are actually part of the cat family.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
They are the largest of all cats and are known for their power and strength. They love to take baths in water and can swim very well, unlike the cats that you may have at home. Tigers prowl around in areas with lots of plants. Their stripes camouflage them in tall weeds and grasses. Camouflage means that they blend into their surroundings so they can't be seen very easily.
Tigers hide in tall weeds and grasses.
So they can sneak up on their prey.
After a big meal, tigers can go 2 or 3 days without eating. You will be happy to know that most tigers avoid humans, although a few can become dangerous man-eaters. India has the largest population of tigers in the world.
Goodbye, kitty, kitty, kitty.
The Lee Jungle at the Henry Dorley Zoo is the world's largest indoor rainforest.
What kind of animals live in the rainforest?
The Lee Jungle has lots of monkeys and birds. Do you know which one swings from the trees?
Monkeys!
Alexis, do you like monkeys and apes?
Yeah, monkeys are funny and can swing through trees really fast.
Okay, tell us about them.
People go to the zoo and they like the lion because it's scary, and the bear because it's intense. But the monkey makes people laugh. Monkeys and apes are from the primate family of animals. They usually live in the same family group called a troop for their entire life. Gibbons are apes, not monkeys. They spend most of their lives in the forest 100 feet above the ground. Gibbons rarely go to the ground because it's very dangerous, and they also avoid water because they can't swim. They have a small head and very long arms. In fact, their arms are longer than their legs.
Hey, monkey!
That's good because they use their arms for hanging and dangling. Their hands are like yours, with 4 fingers and a thumb. The gibbons swing gracefully, hand over hand through trees and vines at amazing speed to stay away from predators, like hawks, eagles, and people. Like all apes, gibbons do not have a tail. Gibbons groom each other up to 5 hours a day. That means that they can clean the hair on another family member. They do not make a nest for sleeping. Instead, they sleep in the fork of a tree, sitting up straight and tall on the tough pads located near their rear ends.
The gibbon is an ape, but the Francois langur is not an ape. It is a monkey.
There are 125 different species of monkeys. The langur lives in trees and forests in China and Vietnam. It is a leaf-eating monkey. In the zoo, it is also fed fruit and monkey chow. In captivity, a monkey can live 45 years. Francois langurs have long, black, silky coats, white furry cheeks, and black pointed crests or points on their heads. They have long arms and legs with hands and feet, just like you and the gorilla that we already learned about.
A newborn baby, Francois Langur, has red hair.
By the time the baby has its first birthday, its hair color will have slowly changed to black. The mother langur takes good care of the baby for the first 3 weeks. Then, one of the newborn's aunts babysits while the mother goes out to find food. Adult monkeys grab little monkeys by the tail to keep them from straying too far away.
Shoot, that sure is a cute monkey.
Try swinging like a monkey on the jungle gym outside on your playground. The langur can walk on branches high in the air using its arms for balance, just like tightrope walkers. It is very acrobatic. It would be impossible for you to do the same acrobatic tricks that are easy for the langurs. This monkey uses its tail just like it uses its hands and feet. Its tail can be 3 feet long.
Monkeys were launched into space so scientists could study the effects of space travel before they put humans into space.
In 1948, Albert was the first monkey astronaut to go into space in a rocket. His rocket went 39 miles high. Hey, let's go look at some pretty birds. Okay, that sounds like fun. Macaws are the largest, most colorful members of the parrot family. The birds have very long, graceful tails. Their beautiful, brilliant colors are well suited to the rainforest with its green canopies and colorful fruits and flowers. They live in Central America and South America. They live in the rainforest trees with their flock of 10 to 30 other macaws. They eat treetop fruits and nuts, insects, and snails. Their large, extremely powerful beaks can easily crack hard-shell nuts and seeds. Macaws are intelligent, social birds. Their loud calls, squawks, and screams can be heard throughout the forest canopy. This is how they communicate with their flock, mark their territory, and identify each other. Some species can even mimic human speech. Macaws have gripping toes which they use to latch onto branches and to grab and hold items.
These playful birds are popular pets.
Hey, Globe, is it cold enough to have the penguins at the zoo?
Oh yeah, there are some really cool penguins here. I'll show you where they are.
Penguins are birds, but they can't fly because their wings are too stiff and short. In the water, they dive and flap their wings so it looks like they are flying underwater. They have webbed feet, swim about 15 miles per hour, and can hold their breath for a long time before they need to leap out of the water to get a gulp of air. On land, they don't walk, they waddle. Most penguins look like they are wearing a tuxedo. It is really not a tuxedo, but instead black and white feathers, which makes an excellent camouflage when penguins hunt underwater for fish and krill. Most penguins keep the same mate for life. The female penguins lay 1 or 2 eggs. Then, both the mother and father penguins take turns keeping the eggs warm. Both of them also feed and take care of the baby penguins after they hatch. Like you, penguins are warm-blooded. They don't have coats, hats, and mittens.
How do they keep warm in freezing cold Antarctica?
Well, penguins have a layer of fat called blubber under their skin like whales. They also have a couple of layers of feathers. They put oil on these feathers to make them waterproof and windproof, which helps them stay dry and warm.
Plus, they huddle together with 5,000 of their friends to keep warm.
Little blue penguins are a lot different from most of the penguins you have seen. Little blue penguins don't have black feathers on their back, they have blue feathers. They are the smallest of all the penguins. They only grow 16 inches tall and weigh 2 pounds. They don't live on Antarctica in the snow and ice like most penguins do. Instead, they live on the southern coast of Australia and New Zealand, where the water is warmer. They live in groups called rafts, and they dig burrows on land under plants and rocks. Their scientific name means good little diver. Every morning, 1 or 2 hours before sunrise, fairy penguins go in the shallow water to dive for small fish and squid. Like most penguins, they swallow their food whole. After dark, they go back to land where they sleep in a burrow. They live about 7 years.
AJ, can you tell me which one of these hides its head in its own shell?
A turtle!
That's right, the turtle.
I love the turtles.
Sea turtles have very tough shells. The shell will not crack when the turtle dives into water. Sea turtles can stay underwater up to 5 hours without breathing when they are sleeping or resting. Most adult female sea turtles faithfully return to the same beach every year when it is time for them to lay eggs. The female digs a nest in the sand and lays 80 to 150 eggs the size of ping pong balls in the nest. Then she covers them up and crawls back into the ocean. About 2 months later, the turtle babies start to hatch. They dig out of their nests at night and make their way to the ocean quickly so they don't get dehydrated or eaten by predators. Sea turtles don't have any teeth. Their jaws are specially designed for the food they eat. They eat jellyfish, crabs, sponges, snails, worms, and plants. Their eyesight underwater is good, and they have an excellent sense of smell. They can swim up to 45 miles per hour. Some sea turtles migrate hundreds or even thousands of miles.
Hey, Alexis, come along with me and I'll show you some incredible sharks.
Why do you call them incredible sharks?
Because they've been on Earth for over 450 million years.
Wow, that's a really long time.
Sharks are one of the most incredible animals on Earth. They have lived on our planet for more than 450 million years. Sharks belong to the fish family. They breathe through their gills, have a backbone, and live in water. Sharks have excellent senses of smelling and hearing. They can smell 1 drop of blood in 1 million drops of water, and they can hear a fish a mile away. More than half of a shark's brain is used for smelling. Sharks are able to feel vibrations in the water that alert them to possible prey, both the kind they want to eat and the kind they want to avoid. Sharks have lots of rows of teeth. When they lose a tooth, they just grow another one. A shark may grow 20,000 teeth in its lifetime.
Wow, that's a lot of teeth.
Another way that they are different from you is that they don't have any bones in their body. Instead, their body is made up of cartilage, which is tough, elastic tissue, like the kind that is inside your ear. Not all sharks are scary. It's funny, but the biggest sharks are generally harmless. They eat plankton. Plankton is very, very tiny plants and animals. How do big sharks do this? They swim with their mouths wide open, but don't you try to do that. They have gill rakers in the back of their throats that strain the tiny plankton from the water. Sharks can have 1 to 100 baby sharks, called pups, at one time. How would you like to have 100 brothers and sisters all at once?
What kind of animals are in the desert?
Alexis, can you tell us about the other animals in the desert dome?
Yeah, I'll start with the meerkats. Meerkats live on the wide open plains and savannas in Africa. They are known for their huge burrow network. Their underground burrows can be 100 feet wide and 10 feet deep. Meerkats are very sociable creatures. They live in large communities called a mob or a gang. Sometimes the mob shares their burrows with ground squirrels and other little animals.
Meerkats work together like a team. Each one of them has a special job to do for the whole mob.
A few serve as babysitters.
Others serve as teachers for the young.
Others are lookouts, watching the skies for birds of prey.
At sunrise, meerkats leave their dens and sit in the sun. Then they groom themselves and visit with their friends. They hunt for food in the dirt and rocks. Meerkats eat crickets, scorpions, lizards, spiders, and termites. At the end of the day, they relax and socialize again until dusk. Meerkats are about the size of a squirrel. They can live for 10 years in the wild and for 15 years in captivity. Would you like one for a pet?
Well, shoot! What about the tawny frogmouth?
Those are one of my favorite birds.
The tawny frogmouth is a bird found in Australia and Tasmania. Even though it looks like an owl, it's not. It is actually quite different from an owl. Owls fly at night and catch their prey with their talons. Tawny frogmouths sit on their perch in a tree, waiting for food to come to them, which they catch in their beaks. They eat insects, worms, caterpillars, frogs, lizards, and other small animals. They have enormous, wide, frog-like mouths, which helps them trap their prey. A tawny frogmouth's feathers resemble the bark of the tree, so they are highly camouflaged.
Shoot! That means they blend in with the color and the texture of the tree. Dang!
This helps them keep safe from animals like cats, dogs, and foxes. A male and female tawny frogmouth use the same nest every year to lay their eggs. They take turns sitting on the eggs until they hatch, about 30 days later. Both parents also feed the baby chicks. After about 25 days, the baby chicks leave the nest to start their own lives.
Wow! Tawny frogmouths sure are cool.
Can you tell us about our little peccary friends? Peccaries are wild pigs that live in deserts, swamps, or rainforests in the southwestern part of the United States, and also in Mexico, Central America, and South America. They live in herds of 2 to 200 peccaries. They mark their territory by giving off a strong odor. You can probably smell a peccary before you see it.
I don't think it's a very nice smell.
But the peccary is not a dirty animal. They paw sand against their bellies, so they are really fairly clean. They eat prickly pear cactus, grass, seeds, nuts, fruit, insects, reptiles, and small mammals. They root for food, grabbing it with their long snouts. They have poor eyesight, but good hearing and smelling. They are considered pests because they like to raid gardens for fruits and vegetables. They even like flower gardens. They also like to nest under houses. What would you think if you found one under your house?
Not under my house. Time to leave the zoo.
Okay, that's it. Until we meet again on another adventure. Thank everyone at Henry Doily Zoo for sharing your time and for the great animals. See you all real soon.
Well, shoot! See you, kids!